for today. But yeah, the pretty much the uncensored anime like Naruto and that's family entertainment. Families gather around and watch that. I mean, 7-year-olds might not pick it up, but it's something they're gonna pick up faster because they get to watch it. Instead, American, television executives are worried about offending people, and they also treat kids like idiots. I mean, how many shows have theme songs that are strictly the premise of the show, like sung out in song? And so on that note, I have examples of two shows that were heavily altered. One Piece and Kinnikuman, aka Ultimate Muscle. I defend Kinnikuman because although it looks extraordinarily lame, it's actually hilarious. And I can't even imagine I refused to watch it, but I can't even imagine how they dealt with the fact that the main character he's a total wuss, and oh man, we're running over here. That's super bad. Guess I'll have to push it back, Aaron. But the main character is pretty much like a coward throughout the whole thing, and picture this typical anime crying, tears gushing out, but in the crotch region. He literally pisses himself as an emotional visual gag all the time. I can't imagine how that was treated in America. But both of these shows were heavily altered. Both of them ultimately failed the release because they just didn't find a market. But here I have the original opening for One Piece. I'll just play a little bit of it. Actually, it's in, not in Japanese right there. The theme song is actually, because you can turn up the TV.
Like what, Penny?
I think so. Most of you have seen, for our two people that just walked in here, most of you have seen this intro. Yes. I'll just like go for a bit. So pretty much, the lyrics that's translated are they bear a little bit of not like spelling out the terms. So the song can be independent of the production itself, which I always think is just better. Anytime they have to sing out the premise of the show, I think, oh my God, they just don't respect, they just don't respect the audience. Now, that's what they saw. That's more or less what they saw in Japan.
There once was a man named Gold Roger, who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first. I left everything I own in one piece.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for One Piece, the treasure that would make their dreams come true.
Yo! Don't give it up, no man. Don't give it up so much. Don't give it up now. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. And here's how the story goes. We find out about a treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt the pirate who dies on a hill.
So a show about pirates gets a hip hop. I mean, this is right out about the time that hip hop was becoming a little bit more mainstream.
Yo, ho, ho, we took a bite of gum gum. His name's alone, just like the samurai and an F-A-T-Y. Dog, he's not shy. But fight for true, coming through, doing their thing with the king of the pirates. He's gonna be king. Set sail for One Piece. It's the
I mean, to a fan of One Piece, that is borderline offensive. It basically it's a pandering. It was a pandering marketing technique, you know, using hip hop, which was popular at the time that particular video was released, and then just altering it so, hey kids, you're dumb. We're gonna do a hip hop, which is popular now, and then we're also going to sing out the premise for you. Now, I'm sure none of you, except you, because I made you watch it and made you love it, have seen Kaneko Man. If anyone remembers the muscle figures from the 80s, it's basically a continuation of that, a reboot, or a continuation of that series.
It's the son.
Yeah, it's basically the next generation, and it deals with intergalactic wrestlers, and it's ridiculous. But despite that, the theme song for it is not unlike something you would see in a sports. And the buzzing is why you never buy pirated DVDs.
Like Kaneko Man.
かつて地球を守った伝説のヒー
The
ロ
only
ー
thing we got was Ultimate Muscle and
その息子である万太郎
that's not the opposite.
大いなる使命が引き継がれたのである